So, Mr. Damon, why do you still walk uptowns?
Because I feel like it.
Somebody said, why you still wear uptowns?
Yeah, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you wear uptowns? I don't know. I mean, honestly, I don't feel like I'm 46 years old, right? I just don't.
Happy birthday too, man! You just had a birthday.
I just don't think it's like taking too. I never took too much stock in sneakers. Like I just had a lot of them because I like my sneakers new.
Right.
But I'm not like trying to be so stylish to a sneaker right now.
Yeah.
It's just like. It is what it is.
I've never seen you walk around in no Gucci shoes and nothing like that. Like that.
That's kind of funny to me.
Yeah, I always seen you like Air Force Ones and
Because to me, sneakers are like no disrespect to anyone that collects them, but it's just like if I'm gonna be a collector or something, I want to collect like foreign cars or planes or businesses. But I don't think collecting sneakers is. I just buy sneakers. I'm a one wearer. I toss them shits out, or I just like Air Force Ones. They're just legit. They're classic. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a very classic
You never
person.
go wrong with them too. It's
just white on white. They crispy. You know what I'm saying? Right. But I like Air Force Ones.
Yeah. Okay. Any questions?
Would Dave ever consider getting into the digital magazine game? It's less overhead.
I mean, I've always done my version of a digital magazine. You know what I mean? Like a physical magazine is just for perception, really. So when you go by the airport, people can see it. But other than that, everything is digital. In 2009, when we made our magazine, we actually had an app. This is 2009. American New. Yeah. We had an app where when you touched it, the picture, it would go to the actual footage.
Nice.
And that was 2009. But people weren't caught up yet. So I've always been in that digital space. Everything is really digital. You know what I mean? We have magazines and we made them digital back then. So, I think I'm in every business. I think that's what like being a millennial is. It's just doing everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
If you like it, do it.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on investing in land to grow your own food and also have your own property?
Y'all know I'm all about that.
That's all day.
See, Raquel and I were lucky enough to live on a farm, and we wanted to experience that life. We wanted to get away for a second.
Talk about who taught us that.
Pardon? And then, give me a chance. God damn, hyper. And we actually were able to be taught how to farm by Farrakhan.
Nice.
But the thing about farming is it's not as easy as people think. So when we were on the farm, we learned so much about the trials and tribulations the farmer goes through. Like, it's not easy to control when, nature. So when something's growing or something comes and attacks it or uproots it, like a lot of people spend a lot of money and effort and time trying to grow a crop and it just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
It doesn't work out. The farmers that I met were ridiculously sophisticated.
Wow.
They were like doctors.
Wow.
There were farmers that were failures. That,
they understand soil and
it's just timing has to be completely right. And again, you can't control nature. And there's a lot of rules that people don't know about. But I definitely think ultimately that's the wealth, is being able to self-sustain.
Yeah.
To live off the land.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like I think that's what was meant to be before money was created anyway, to control us.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a chapter. Rocky and I speak on it. Like we have chapters in our life.
Yes.
The cool shit about the way I approach things is I always have like an ill bucket list. You know what I'm saying? And there's a bunch of things that I want to do in my life. And eventually I know I'm going to do it.
Okay.
So young, I wanted to hustle. I got that off my bucket list quick. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be a music mogul, off my bucket list. I wanted to be a fashion mogul, off my bucket list. I wanted to sell oil, off my bucket list. I wanted to have art galleries, off my bucket list. And the things that were like on my bucket list were things like I'd be like, even though you saw it in the book, one day I'm going to do a diabetes network. I'm going to do something that's just about diabetes. I did it.
Yeah.
It's off my bucket list. You understand what I'm saying? One of the things on my bucket list is to own a football team. One of my things on my bucket list is to have a network, a real channel, to have a hotel. So there's always like a chapter in my life where I attack that bucket list. One of the things on our bucket list is to grow land. You understand what I'm saying? And to be able to have a farm. And I was trying to grow cotton, make the clothes from the cotton and be completely vertical.
Right. That's
what we were trying to do in North Carolina. But, it has to be, I think, something that we're doing somewhat as a hobby, where it's not like we're not dependent on the money. Our money got to be. We have to have expendable income to learn that process.
Yeah.
It's funny because some people I know be like, "Man, I'm moving to Africa." Like, when shit get crazy, And I'm gonna go and just grow food and be a farmer. I'm like, when did you learn how to farm?
Right.
Like, you think you're just gonna be able to farm
Agriculture is real.
tomorrow?
Yeah.
Like, you have to go. It's damn near like it's not an easy thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
It may
don't think
look
this-
easy on your plate, but it ain't easy.
Yeah, it may look easy on television and shit, but
right.
I'm sure farming is complicated as business, way more. So yeah, I think it's dope to do that. I think, that's what Farrakhan has been suggesting we do for years.
His birthday was yesterday too. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to Farrakhan.
Yeah. What's happening? This is the big homie Kenyatta. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube page. And if you haven't already, hit the notification so you can get an alert each and every time our hip hop motivation videos come up. And also, thank you for your support. Peace and blessings. Listen, for mad years I walked around with my neck looking like a Nestle Crunch bar. I had to do something about it. What I found is that a razor bump is nothing but an ingrown hair that curls into the skin and causes the skin to become enlarged or inflamed, making it look like a bump. But it's not a pimple. It's a hair that grows into the skin causing inflammation. You have to remove that hair, and then you have to use yourself a nice skin astringent, something that can do the trick, something that can get rid of those razor bumps. So what did I create? Bump Assassin, organic skin astringent. To order your own bottle of Bump Assassin, go to hiphopmotivation.bigcartel.com.
When you writing a book, Dave?
I'm writing. I also have a book. I have a book called Culture Vultures. Yeah,
What's it called?
It's called Culture Vultures. Have you ever been looking at the hip hop motivations that I do?
Yeah, absolutely.
So me and Kenyatta did a book, and it's already written. He wrote it. We done with it, and I'm also giving it out in different ways. So it's gonna be an auditory experience as well.
It's a series. The Fashion Game. Culture Vultures, the book. In business, Damon's a guy that's worn many hats.
Yo, you can either think of a master plan or get mastered by somebody else's plan. Check it. As a barber, one of the most important life lessons I learned is to never do anything without seeing the ending result first. Before I understood the value of seeing results, I used to waste a lot of time sometimes doing double work because I didn't have a vision of where I was going. Then I started taking consultations more serious by not even turning on my clippers until I had a clear understanding of the result my client was planning to see. And in turn, it became easier to achieve the style they wanted to see in half the time. Real talk, the most successful barbers and beauticians are the ones that see the ending results before they start any service. Write this down. Before making any moves, know where you're going. Deciding from thoughts of being sick and tired of something, starting something, or admiring something can be the emotions that fuel change. Because write this down. Emotion leads to passion, passion leads to action, and action leads to results. Word up. Question: what's the number one killer of dreams? If you said fear, you're wrong. Fear is on the list, but it's not the number one killer. The number one killer of dreams is comfort. The comfort of a good paying job or in an active relationship can seduce us for many years into the rhythm of accepting things without making any moves to change, further numbing us into a state of zombie-like passiveness. Write this down. Passiveness will cause your dreams to pass you by.
Dash thing. Nah, I don't want to chill out, bro. You know what I want to do? Believe in yourself. Build your own personal wealth. Then that becomes personal health. Think I'm rhyming. How about that?
Everything go down here. Just gotta, know what I mean, be a little smart.
I see you grooving right now. I was in my groove. Yeah.
started daydreaming. I started thinking about something.
I'm a musician.
Yeah, exactly.
I like to spend all kinds of money. I like the dollar, I like the euro, I like the pound, I like the franc pause, I like the yen.